I was a night owl for at least a decade. Getting in my 30s now and becoming a parent, moving to Cape Town, made me realize that it's finally time to make a change. Don't worry, this won't be a guru lesson video on YouTube here. It's just a documentation of the changes I made to finally have a system that struck. Being up early and winning the morning. You know, I've always been a night owl and I thought I'd keep the night owl editor for my whole lifetime. It felt clever. The silence at night, the deep flow, but the nights never end. That's the issue. You know, you sit there and the time starts creeping up on you and you think, okay, just a little more twist, one more export, one more change. Especially while working with screens, it can be an endless loophole. And then it's 2 a.m. and you think, oh my god, okay, now it doesn't matter anymore. And then it's 3 a.m. I don't think that life is meant to be lived like that, especially when you get a father and there is now an external factor that determines your sleep as well, that maybe wakes up early in the morning now and, daddy, I want to do something. I mean, you just came to bed. Man, I've done it. It's just not working. Because it also doesn't feel right if your little one is waking you up instead of you are waking your little one up and you achieved something already. So I decided that moving abroad is the switch that makes it easier to break habits. But let's talk about at least a few things that I changed to now be awake for 7. So I decided for 5 things that helped me feel accomplished after my morning. And don't get me wrong, I don't try to fit in a hero session for my Ironman prep or anything crazy. It's just about getting the head start and stacking habits. So the 5 things are a small kind of movement, can be a little run, can be a little swim, can be some yoga, mobility, strength things. An organic, real good breakfast that is not just something I throw in because I was awake late. Filter coffee, presence, so one exercise of presence like meditation. I use a Balance app for that, no advertisement. And a small creative thing, like a tiny edit, filming just one thing that makes me better. So I feel like after that morning block, which is usually from 6 to 7:30, I feel like I improved at least 1% in all of my areas that are important to me. And currently I try to get better on the creative side, on my videos for sure. And one thing I noticed that can elevate a video a lot is sound. Let me give you an example. This is the intro scene with just music. This is the intro scene with music and one layer of sounds. And this is the intro scene with music and more than 10 layers of sound. you see why this matters to tell a story. You know, you ask me a lot about how I build my videos, and honestly, it starts with the music most times. Everything builds from there. It is just way more captivating. Musicbed isn't music anymore. It's music and sounds together in one place. Over 150,000 sounds in their library, picked for emotion, pacing, storytelling, and built to work with the music that we already trust. The thing what I like about Musicbed in general is it's just not randomly thrown into a library. It's the kind of things you hear in TV commercials, in films, and it's crafted by exclusive artists, including Oscar winners that worked on Dune or Oppenheimer. How I use it is while having a post-production session where I have my edits, I always have the Musicbed site on, look for music, but also having the sounds tab open. I'm typing it in, looking for it on the go. One platform, less digging, no hopping between sites. I just type in what I'm looking for while editing. So if you want to get better at filmmaking, vlogging, and live hassle-free, I have a link in my description so you can try it out for 14 days for free to make the next edit your best one yet. Thank you Musicbed for supporting this channel. Let's continue with the morning. As it's now 8 already, and you know, I did my creative thing with filming this. We're going on a little journey together where I explain what worked so far for me from switching to a night owl to an early riser. Alright boys, we are in Muizenberg, which is the iconic surf place in Cape Town or around Cape Town. It's a very easy learner spot as well. This morning it is Tuesday and on Tuesday morning there is a very nice initiative, Southern Mom Surfing, which means that it is a free, oh hello boy, it is free to surf for moms. So it's an initiative to give mom a place in a week where, you know, around their hectic lifestyle, taking care of the kids, they can go and, you know, forget everything and just go surfing together. And Elena saw that, and even though she could surf in every other day in the week, I think it's very nice, you know, that she can connect and to other moms here, being new, and she hasn't been surfing for quite a while. And to me, it feels just amazing to have him now, have some time, some daddy time, but still feel accomplished as I did something already. And I imagine if I would now have been awake till very late, and I just woke up getting ready to go here without doing anything, it just wouldn't feel right and sit right with me. Now I would feel like, oh man, I have so much stuff to do, and now I feel like I'm already ahead still, so I can just enjoy seeing my wife going for a little surf. And I think that's just the beauty of early mornings, man. I think you just set the right tone for the whole day. Yeah. Hi, oh wow. Where's your board, bro?
Stand on your own 2 feet. Running the world's not as strange as it used to be.
Am I guilty for not spotting my wife now in between the others? But man, this new life feels so good so far. Amazing, astonishing. I mean, maybe it's early morning, maybe it's my life decisions, the move, I don't know. But I think the early mornings play part in it. Maybe you're watching this, just let me know, like, are you an early riser? Are you a night owl? Like, what's happening? Did you make any changes? If yes, what was the most dramatic and drastical, but still the best change you did? Is there a tip you have for the others in the community which helps you, you know, maybe rise early? Because that's a video about it, and I think if you clicked on it, you are interested in rising early and finally get that done. I think the wave sound is the most amazing natural white noise for him to sleep. It's crazy. He's like, as soon as we got to the beach, he's asleep now since then. He's not making any moves.
You can laugh if you've done it all wrong. Laugh if you've done it all wrong.
There is just one question left from Muizenberg beach here. Should I hop back on the board? Should I?
Wondering if he will come home when you can't scream at the end of the night. See more clearly.
So we are having called High Five, which is beetroot, carrot, ginger, lemons. I think that's it. Enough, right? Oh man, that's a lot of beetroot. Oh, and a lot of ginger. I like it. Back home, back working. So let's talk about what actually moved the needle for me to switch from a night owl to an early riser. The concept doesn't matter if you don't have concrete tips for yourself, especially when you are breaking old habits and trying to stack new habits. So in this case, I figured that first thing, going to bed with and when Elena does, which is mostly 10 p.m, is very important to make this work. Because I notice if I don't, then I actually drift back to my one more last tweak till 3 a.m. thing. And secondly, decide in the night. So that means that I never decide in the morning what I'm going to do at that morning. I always decided up front in the night because, waking up and then, what do I do? It's so easy to get wrapped up again, and always outline which movement I'm going to do, which breakfast I'm going to do with the things I have at home, and what creative tiny little output I'm going to create, which makes it easier to just wake up, still be tired, but then you just stack one thing after the other. If you're familiar with the habit stacking, it's a very nice book. I don't remember the name, Habit Stacking, I think it is. I really believe that these tiny things helps you to get in that overall flow, and we all know it's one tiny thing a day that builds a momentum. And then the third and maybe most important thing that I did a lot of nights wrong as well, keep the phone somewhere else. At home I even had an electric safe, which was time measured, so I could type in like 2 hours and then it closed and there was no chance to get it to the phone. I didn't bring it here, but now I just try to put it into a drawer or whatever, the fridge, just out of sight and not reachable, because sometimes it's saying, I just airdrop myself something, and then you know how it goes. So I think this is one of the most important things when you want to be productive in these days, man. And then the fourth thing is I did miss 1 or 2 days here already, just because of I fell asleep again, and it was not an easy night, whatever, it doesn't matter. If that happens to you at whatever habit, don't be sorry for yourself, just continue as good as you can. So what I would do then is at least do a 10 minutes of movement, 10 minutes of still good quality eating while being present, and then 10 minutes of one tiny creative output. Good enough always beats starting the day in depth. True for every habit you're trying to build. To summarize, it's about thinking about your outcome and not about the bad parts, about the things you need to do. The outcome I try to think about is the happiness I achieve. Like you saw today when I was at the beach, and I was just happy that I felt present and not thought about the things I need to do because I had my morning already. So that's where I'm at, trying to switch from being a night owl to an early riser. Don't get me wrong, it's way easier doing this here in summer now, where it's transitioning to even longer days. I think in the end, I'm just documenting what's changing for me, and like I said, it's not a guru video. It's more of a vlog, and it is imperfect but consistent. And I'm feeling a big change already. Tiny training update from today's run. The calf is way worse than expected after just 2K. It is blocked again, and I feel like maybe it was a torn muscle, not just a strained one. I hope I got the terms right. I think I need to do another week of no running, and now I'm getting shocked about how good Valencia is going to be. It's going to be not easy to come back from these breaks, man. We see how we move forward, but in the end, morning after morning, day after day. In the next video, I'm finally showing you my new bike, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for tuning in, take care, and see you in the next one.